Okay, Mr. Evans, thank you, and welcome back to the second part of our assessment. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check your lung sounds, okay? So, I'm going to place my stethoscope on your back, and every time I move the stethoscope, I'm going to have you take a deep breath, okay? Deep breath, 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 deep breath. All right, that's great. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hands on your back, and every time you feel my hands move, I need you to say 99, okay?
99, 99, 99.
Great. Now I'm going to have you breathe in deep. Excellent. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, sir, is I'm going to have you turn around in the chair. And I'm actually going to listen to your neck sounds. You turn around all the way. Perfect. Now I'm going to listen to your neck, but I'm going to have you hold your breath as I'm listening to your neck, okay? So go ahead and hold your breath. Great. Go ahead and breathe out. And now hold your breath. Okay, great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to the lung sounds in the front of your chest, okay? So I'm going to have you take deep breaths in whenever I move the stethoscope. All right. Deep breath. Deep breath. Lean forward. Breath. Deep breath. Last one. This was the last one. All right, excellent. Now I'm going to listen and feel. I'm going to listen to your heart sounds and feel. I'm going to touch the areas that I'm going to listen to, okay? I'm going to right here, 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 and here. Okay? Go ahead and I have to go ahead and lean forward a little bit. You just breathe normal. Go ahead and lean back. Do the same thing with the belt. Lean forward. And lean back. Okay, great. All right. Now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go ahead and lay on the hospital bed. Go ahead and lay with your arms straight out. And I'm gonna have you turn your neck to the left. I'm checking for any jugular vein distension. I didn't hear any bruising in your neck when I listened to it. So I'm checking for any jugular vein distension. I don't see any. You can look back at me, sir. All right. I'm watching your chest and your abdomen. I'm watching your chest rise and fall symmetrically with no issues. And I'm looking at your abdomen. There are no lumps, bumps, abnormalities, or bruising that I can see. I'm gonna listen to your neck. I'm sorry, I'm listening to your abdomen in all four quadrants. Bowel sound active. Okay, now I'm going to I'm gonna tap on your abdomen. Let me know if you have any discomfort. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna feel your abdomen. Feel any discomfort or anything like that, sir?
No.
All right, great. All right. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you go ahead and sit back up. All right, and I'm gonna have you turn and face the other way. And I'm gonna have you go ahead and just keep your arms straight down to like exactly how they are. Perfect. I'm gonna check your fingers. I'm gonna check your fingers. I don't see any clubbing of your fingers, any discoloration, um, no swelling. Go ahead and put your arms down, and I'm going to check for your reflexes. Okay. All right. Great. Check your other one. Great. I would have you cross your legs, but it doesn't appear you're able to do that. So let me just get your legs to just kind of dangle down off the chair. Perfect. I'm going to check for your reflexes in your knees and in your calves, okay? I mean your ankles. All right, wonderful, sir. Now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stand back up. All right, sir. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you go ahead and put your arms. I'm gonna have you hug yourself. Put your arms on your shoulders and hug yourself. Perfect. Now I'm gonna have you turn around. You can put your arms down. Now what I'm gonna have you do is with each. You can put your arms down. With each hand, I'm gonna have you touch your scalp. I'm gonna have you touch your scapula. So yep, touch there. Oops. And then next arm, touch there. All right, perfect. Now I'm gonna have you turn towards me. And I'm gonna have you hold your arms out to your side and do circles forward, circles back, circles backwards. All right, great. And put your arms out straight in front of you, and hold your fingers straight out. I'm gonna check for clubbing. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Nothing. Now I'm gonna test your strength. I'm gonna test for strength. All right, and I'm gonna keep your arms how they are. All right, great. Put your arms on your shoulders. I'm gonna again test for strength. All right, hold your arms back out. Drop your fingers. Hold your hands back up. Okay, and I'm gonna again test for. Hold your wrist up and keep them there as best as possible. Okay, now go ahead and hold your thumbs. Perfect. All right, now I'm gonna have you squeeze my hands. All right, wonderful. Now what I'm gonna have you do, sir, is put your hands on your waist. Right, and you're gonna have you go from front, back, side, side. Excellent. Now go head down and touch your toes, or go down as far as you can. And I'm checking your spine for alignment, and it looks great. Equally aligned. All right, sir. Go ahead and stand up. And what I'm going to have you do now is I'm going to have you kick your legs out. I'm going to have you kick your legs. I'm going to have you put your left leg. We're going to start with your left leg, and I'm going to have you put your leg straight out and put it to the kick it to the left, straight out to the left and to the right. No, okay, I'm sorry. Kick your leg straight out, go to the front, to the back, to the left, to the right, and then to the midline, and then do the same thing. Legs in the front, back, left, midline. Okay, great, wonderful. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you sit down again. Oh, be careful, sir. Okay, now I'm gonna have you, I'm gonna check for the strength of your legs. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna do your calves and your ankles, as well as your feet and your pulses. So, put your arms here. I'm gonna check for strength in your thighs. Can you go ahead and put yep. I'm gonna check for the strength in your thighs. Just keep them how they are. Right? Don't let me pull too hard. I'm gonna do the same thing. Wonderful. I'm gonna feel for your pulses. and your pulses are there. I'm gonna say 3 words to you, sir. I'm gonna have you repeat them after me, and then I'm gonna ask you to repeat them after later on in the assessment. Okay? Yellow, vacuum, light.
Yellow, vacuum, light.
All right, excellent. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna check for coordination of your fingers. So I'm gonna have you touch each finger to your thumb. If you can hold your hands up and check each finger to your thumb. That's great. Now I'm gonna have you do the front and back of your hand on your knees like you're playing patty cake. All right, great, wonderful, thank you. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you stand back up, please. And I'm gonna have you touch your nose to my finger. We're gonna do that in 3 intervals, so it's gonna be nose, finger, nose, finger, nose, finger, okay? All right, go ahead. Next one. Next one. All right, great. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you close your eyes and put your feet together. And I'm checking for sway right now, which I don't see any of. That's great. Go ahead and open your eyes up, sir. All right, now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you take a couple of steps forward, so about 4 steps. Wonderful. Now I'm gonna have you walk backwards to me, but I'm gonna have you walk backwards from heel to toe. All right, wonderful. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you get on your tiptoes and walk forward on your tiptoes. All right, great. Now turn and walk towards me on your heels. On your heels. All right, great. Thank you. I'm gonna have you go ahead and sit back down, please. Oops. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feel for the sensitivity in your hands. So I'm gonna have you close your eyes and I'm gonna touch your hand. I'm gonna touch each hand, and just when I touch your hand, you let me know the number of times that I've touched them, okay? We're gonna start with just let me know. Let me know what hand and how many numbers.
1, 2, 3.
Which hand?
Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand.
All right, excellent. Now I need you to repeat back to me those 3 words that we talked about earlier.
Yellow, vacuum, light.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Your assessment is done. I'm gonna go get the doctor. All right. Thank you, sir.